Hey there guys, I'm Time Lord Fishwick here. I'm sorry that I look tired because I've just finished watching In the Forest of the Shite. Well, we'll talk about that one in the next video. But in this video I'm going to review, as you know, Flatline. Um, Now this is a really creative episode, I think. It's definitely one that I did enjoy. Um, so I think, as I said before, with what I said in the Time Heist review, I just think the villain in this is so creative, and I know this was written by Jamie Mephiston, and well, I'm guessing every episode that was which was written by each different writer was probably probably Stephen Moffat was like giving them a story like I want you to do a story on this and that. I Anyway, so the Doctor and Clara land in Bristol, and then they find out that the TARDIS has shrunk, and I just loved how the Doctor reacted to that. And then he's just like, oh, what's going on in my house? It's so funny. So Clara goes out to investigate, and then she finds all these workmen people, and then she sees like she finds that she was looking in a bridge and in a bridge, and she sees all these people inside the walls. And then you only just find out until later on that the about these creatures. The Doctor names them the Boneless, and we're not really sure what sort of what the villain is like where they're from. And I like that. It kind of reminds me of Midnight, where we just don't know much of the villain, but they kind of remind me of the Nanogenes, like they're trying to understand how people should be, and that. And, as the Doctor said at the end, I don't know if you're here to invade or infiltrate or just replace us. It was just an unknown species that we didn't know about, and I do like that in Doctor Who, when we see a species that we don't know about. And I have to say, characters, I think Rigsy is a decent character. He got on well with Clara, and some people can have a side and can think of two sides of this, that Clara was just basically the Doctor in this, and I liked how the Doctor was just like, he wasn't really able to do, well, he was doing much, like he was trying to tell Clara what to do and all that, but I liked how the Doctor wasn't physically there, and I think what they were trying to do with Clara was just they were trying to make her like the female Doctor. Well, she was trying to be like the Doctor because she's travelled with the Doctor and all that, and she should know an idea, given an idea what she knows about the Doctor. Well, she's met all the other Doctors in Name of the Doctor, but obviously she said in Day of the Doctor she can't really remember much of it. But I do like how she was taken in charge. I did like that idea, and you finding out that that this, like, pretty much like the Foretold, but different, obviously. Like when you see those workmen having numbers on their jackets, and that. I have to say, one thing I never understand, and is just that one of those main characters, I can't stand him, to be honest. He's kind of like a sort of a hateable character, and I don't really understand how when Clara was showing him the psychic paper, and then he just says, sorry, that's blank, love, try again. And that's worked on a lot of people who probably have greater minds than he has. I mean, I understand that Shakespeare got it because he's got such a great mind and all that, but he's just a workman, and I'm not probably saying he doesn't look like the most smartest guy there, but he kind of reminds me of that character in Void of the Damned, like, when the good people die but the bad people survive. That's, yeah. And you find out that I do like the concept of this episode. As I said, very creative, and it's just taking people one at a time, as I said. But I also like the little dance the Doctor was doing. It's so funny, and especially when the TARDIS was falling, and Clara was just saying like, "Oh, you can get the TARDIS." So it was like, and then the Doctor saying, "I can't." It's like, "Oh, you can just do it like Adam's Family." And I thought that was genius. And when he was just just trying to get away from the train tracks, when he just thinks he's just done it, and then it just falls over again, and then it just does that dance, Sorry, it's just any excuse just to do that little sort of victory dance. It's so funny. But no, I just love the 12th Doctor in this. He's just been fantastic in every episode so far. I liked it when the Doctor was creating some gadgets, especially when he was giving Clara the TUDIS gadget, and when she was getting Riggsy to do that plan of the door, so the boneless things can't get into that door. And basically, they were Clara was tricking, they were tricking them. Then they recharged the TARDIS, and I just love that, and especially when the TARDIS was just coming up, when it was just recharging. And I just loved that badass speech the Doctor was giving to them. But I have one little problem, that I feel like the Sonic was just a bit overpowered, and it just saved the day. And I feel like it could have been a better way. It could have been done in a better way. But apart from that, it is a really good episode, especially when they got away. I just didn't really like when that that older work character was just like, "Oh, I don't believe in any of that, what we just saw." Yeah, I just didn't like him. And especially I liked the part when Clara was just saying like, "Oh, tell me that I was good," and the Doctor was just refusing to say that. And then you just see Missy, she's looking at Clara through her iPad, and it just ends from there. And that's all I've got to say about this episode. I It definitely had potential, and it was very creative in the villains again. So I give this episode a strong 7.5 because it is a good episode. So yeah, tell me in the comments on what you think, and I've got to do In the Forest of the Shite a review next. I've only just finished that one, so just to get it out the way with. So then guys, I shall see you in the next video. It'll be up as soon as I can, so I shall see you in the next video. Enjoy. Have a good time. Whatever. Shut up, Adam. Okay, I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.